We all signed on because we wanted to build something cool and be a part of Hello Wood's inaugural event.
I was definitely nervous, didn't know exactly what was going to be happening there.
I knew we would have to build something. We had 14 students with us.
When I went in there, I didn't know anybody.
We had like a charrette on the first night for around an hour or two to design the whole thing.
In our discussion on trying to figure out what our design was going to be, everyone started from a completely different point.
We had 4 majors in the same place. I think this was also a challenge, how to adjust each other's expectation and how to work together. And then in the end, we came up with one idea that wasn't from one single person. We all collaborated to get that idea.
Our theme ended up being all about connection and physically bringing people together. The more that we debated it, the more that we talked about it, we realized how close we really were to just one simple message of connection.
That was one of the hardest part, but also like the most rewarding part of this event.
Once it started coming together with the rafters coming in like a teepee and then having more ideas of covering it and playing light, that was very fascinating.
It was like a breath of fresh air to see the project finished and done.
It was really, heartwarming to see it used how we wanted it to be used, and especially seeing all the little smiles on their faces.
Seeing them proud of their work, I think it was a successful experience to me. We could see other people from the festival, the Harvest Festival, climbing on this structure as well. And it was a great thing that happened because we could see people interacting with the structure we built, and that was our intention, bringing people together.
It was fantastic seeing people actually walking through it. I spent a little time helping with the Syracuse University Architecture program. One of the greatest experience from doing that is I can see like the insight from both schools.
We had a very unique idea. Syracuse had a very unique idea.
Together I could talk to them about our teaching styles and the projects we do here.
It was very interesting because they did create such a large project and it was so different than ours.
I would love to see more schools being involved.
Being around this history, Woodstock is one of those events that you hear about as this like historic start to these music festivals.
We all wanted to experience Bethel Wood and Woodstock kind of firsthand. It was kind of like, I would compare it to the people that went to the original Woodstock. Like they knew they wanted to see music, they knew they wanted to connect with other people, but no one had any idea how big that was going to be. Our experience kind of mimicked their experience.
Being in an environment like Bethel was crazy. Just because you're in such a historical place, then you get to do something that's going to be a baseline for a future where you kind of feel like you're becoming a part of that history. It's a really crazy thing to get to do.
It was like this moment of peace because we had just been kind of wound up for the past 2 or 3 days, and to just kind of sit back and look at it and watch other people come in and experience it for themselves was like a breath of relaxation.
We had a lot of mini lectures and different music performances, a comedy show, times where we all kind of got to talk and get to know each other outside of the working part.
The more we started hanging out and seeing each other as peers and friends, we were able to put together something that we all identified with.
It was a really great experience. The design, the pressure, the people, the community and the environment, it was great.
I think it's just like the most rewarding way to learn so quickly.
Maybe getting to see it even bigger in the future would be really cool, especially since we did create that baseline.
I would love to see this happening again, and I would love to be part of it.